Hi guys, Jangro here, and welcome to this first look at Medieval Minecraft, or Medieval MC as I think it's called now. It's developed by Sharky, and we're going to jump into a multiplayer world, take a first look, and see how to get started. Now I've got this hosted on a server right now, so we'll just hit run here. Now this mod pack is on Minecraft 1.19 on the Fabric mod loader. We're pretty early in the 1.19 mod packs right now, and this is one of the first ones, at least one of the first large scale ones. Let's take a look here. First, before we even get in, we need to choose an origin. This is an Origins mod pack, and it's got regular Origins mod and a bunch of different origins added on. And just kind of scrolling through here quickly: human, avian, elf, goblin, knight. They all have different attributes, pros and cons, benefits, well, buffs and nerfs, I guess we could say. And I'm just going to scroll through these quickly. Arachnid, wolf, fox, drowned, elytrian, can fly. Shulk has extra inventory space. Feline scares away creepers. Arachnid can climb walls. Demon, banshee, fae. Fays can fly. I think we're going to play with a fae today. Necromancer, paladin, a pixie. Pixies can fly also. Plague victim. That's weird. Siren, werewolf, yeti, Endarian can teleport. Slime. Everything feels like a slime block. Witch, evoker, bee, merling, icaray, dwarf, gorgon, ogre, troll, blazeborn, phantom, snow golem, strider, guardian. Or just pick a random one if you're just feeling lucky. Like I said, I'm going to pick a fae. And I want to do this pretty quickly because I'm in the game right now, and because we're on a server, things are happening around me. So I might die if I happen to spawn in an illager outpost or next to a creeper or something like that. So let's go in and see. Okay, so we're safe. And right away, we can see that there's a village over there. There's a chest right here. This chest is from probably chests, which adds mimics to the game. So we want to be a little bit careful. First thing I want to mention is that there's shader support built into this mod pack. It's got sodium and iris, I think. So you can enable shaders. So if you just add some shaders in the video settings up here, shader packs. I installed complementary shaders. It's disabled right now. Let's enable it and head back into the game. And now you can see we've got shaders. We can quickly disable and enable. There's a hotkey. K is by default. So that's pretty neat. I love playing with shaders, especially complementary shaders. I like this one a lot. Okay, well, let's open this chest and let's just see if we're going to die or not. So there's some good stuff in here. Let's just grab it all. Next thing you're going to notice is that there's a very different look to it. It's got some resource packs, which gives it this kind of medieval feeling to it. There's resource pack that adds this kind of dark background with some medieval looking interface. And also there's some medieval music. If I turn the music up, let's turn the music up a little bit here. That might take a minute to kick in. Now, do I look short to you? If so, that's because I'm a fae and I'm only about a block high. So let's take a look here. So normally I would be 2 blocks tall. So the different origins in this pack are different heights. So you can, there's the smallest one is a pixie, which is like up to like a half a block high. It's hilarious playing with it. But not a way I'd want to live. This is about as short as I'd want to be playing this game. Now, we can check out by hitting O, our origin, and get reminded of our abilities. So we can levitate with the G key. And we've also got magic resistance, regeneration, which uses hunger to quickly regenerate health. I remapped this key. I think by default, the key maps are such that there's the second ability key on any origin is not mapped. So I just mapped it to the back tick, which is the upper left on my keyboard. Naturally alluring, which means that this is not good because mobs are going to pursue from farther away. I'm small. We found that out already. And I have iron aversion. And that means I can't wear iron stuff. Fortunately, there's a ton of other metals and tools, armor, things like that from other metals. So iron's really not that important. Okay, let's get familiar with my ability here to fly. And I can't fly so much as levitate. If I hit the G key, I just start to levitate. And I'm just going to levitate forever. It doesn't use up anything. It just, I can levitate, which is really neat in this mod pack because there's a lot of structures up in the sky, as we'll see. Now, I don't have feather falling, so if I fall this distance, I'm going to die. And let's just do it to see what happens when we die in this mod pack. There are graves, and there's a beacon which shows you where, so if you're looking for it and you can't see it, you're going to see a beacon up in the sky. You just go to your grave, right click, and you get everything back. Everything goes into your inventory slots where it was. Let's fly over this and head over to this village. You can see here there's villager guards. You kind of get used to this if you're going to play a Fae. And you hit G to go down. You're going to hit G again to slow yourself down and kind of hit double tap G a few times to land softly. So you get used to that. Let's see what's in this. We got a thundering axe. That's pretty neat. There's a sort button on chest, sort button on your inventory. There's lots of little kind of quality of life things in this pack. Let's head over to this village and find. So here's a Waystone. Most villages will have this in the middle. This one is now available to me from another Waystone, and I can teleport around the world like that. There's a ravine right in the middle. Snakes, they won't bother you unless you bother them. Set our spawn point. Fortunately, I can levitate. And we can just go and check out this village a little bit. You can see this really has a pretty cool medieval theme to it. Thanks to the resource pack, it basically reskins everything. You can see our death points, Waystones show up. So I just gotta make sure I don't fall to the ground too hard. Villagers have names and labels with what they are, which is kind of neat. Okay, go to bed. Sorry, friend. What have you got in your chest? Got some food. Great. It's not the best food. It'll do. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the other stuff in this pack. It's got a map. It's got journey map, which is that in the upper right corner, you see a mini map, and if you hit M, it gives you a nice view. You can zoom in, see everything around you. Very configurable map. One of the most important things you're going to want to deal with quickly is you can see an extra status bar above our hunger bar, and that is from the Dehydration mod. So in addition to eating, we need to drink. So this is going to become pretty critical to our very early game, like right away. This is what we need to focus on. So we need to find a way to drink fluids. So there's water, of course. You can drink water. You can also eat hydrating foods and stews and things like that. If I just eat some beets or some carrots, relieve my hunger, but not hydration. There's a quest book in this mod pack. I guess since I hit that by mistake, let's take a look. But it's not ready yet, so you can hide that book away. Maybe keep it for another update when it finally does get its quests added. You got an axe. Can we use it to cut this tree? There's whole tree cutting, so you can chop down an entire tree by just chopping down the bottom block of it, which is great. Immersive weathering adds these piles of leaves which slow you down. You don't really have a whole lot of mobility in them. So let's make a crafting table. It's a lot of quality of life stuff, like I said before. Here's an example of one. You have a crafting table in your inventory. You don't have to put it down. You automatically have a crafting table available to you right here in your inventory by clicking that grid. So we're gonna need some cobble and a furnace, some sand. Let's quickly make a couple tools. Get a pickaxe. And let's see if we can find some stone to mine. It's down in this ravine. that axe. It's almost broken, but it's got thundering on it. We'll save that one. Let's get some stone so we can get some better tools and a furnace. Because in order to rehydrate, we're going to need some glass bottles and a bucket. And we're also going to want a bunch of copper. So let's just take care of that right now. I actually don't think I can mine copper. A wooden pickaxe. Let's just set up shop right down here. Furnace, a stone pickaxe so we can get that copper. With some iron, we use our levitation. So a bunch of iron and a bunch of copper will help us right away. You can see I've got 4 hydrations left. The good thing about being this short is you can crouch and jump, and I can fit into these like 1 high spaces. Let's go up here and get some of this copper. We're gonna be making copper cauldron. That's a bunch of copper. That is plenty. Let's fly up to the surface and get our thirst taken care of. And we'll just head over to the water. I'm going to put down my crafting table and let's make a quick chest. We've got our furnace. Let's make a stone axe and cut down some more trees. So first let's just get some charcoal. See, things just look different. It's iron nuggets, it's charcoal, looks different. So you get used to that. It's pretty neat though. Oh, the crafting table shows what's inside it. These things stay in there. That's cool. The sound was me leveling up. Now let's cook this copper. Now while this copper's cooking, let's get some, we're gonna need a shovel, get some sand. Those are twigs, not sticks. We can turn those twigs into sticks. We get the twigs from the tree. And let's get ourselves some more sand so we can make some bottles. All right, let's cook some sand so we can get some bottles. Okay, while that glass is cooking, well, the music kicked in. So now we can hear the music. It's probably a little too loud. But it's pretty neat. It's like a total medieval soundtrack. Well, let's turn it off for now. Again, our glass is cooking. No, it's done. Let's take a look in REI for bottles. You can see we've got 1.5 hydration left. With REI, you can just search for something and find a recipe for it. And here's what we're going to want here is water bottles, purified water bottle, and glass bottles. We need glass bottles. And there's our recipe. It tells us how to make things. So REI is pretty neat with that. If you left click on a thing, it tells you what you can make with it. So you can go through the entire set of items and how to make them. It's a really great way to just discover all the different things in any mod pack through REI. Now, if you put an @ sign in front of your search and type the name of a mod, like dehydration, now you can see all the items that are added by the dehydration mod. Now we're going to want to make a campfire cauldron and leather flask. But we don't have any leather yet, so we're going to need to make do with some bottles. Let's right click on our crafting table, click on a copper cauldron, and we'll make that. And now, how do we make a campfire? We need a chain. And with a chain, we're going to need an iron and some nuggets. So we've got a chain, and now we can make our campfire cauldron. And we need to put that on a campfire. Can we make a campfire? We need some charcoal. Okay, so here's our charcoal. We got a campfire. And, oh, we've got lots of iron. So let's some iron nuggets. Let's get a bucket. These are all the things we're going to need to deal with our hydration. Okay, so let's put down the campfire. And we're going to put the campfire cauldron right on top of it. This is all hydration mod stuff, dehydration. Okay, so now we need water. So we get water in a bucket. Can we make another copper cauldron so we can put some water in it? So let's fill our copper cauldron with some water. So now we've got water here. All water in Minecraft is, I guess, salt water. We need some. Let's get some bottles. Look at bottles to see that recipe again. Click on it. We've got 3 bottles. And we can fill these bottles up in the river here. And now you can see that this water bottle is just a regular water, Minecraft water bottle, but it's got that added thing there. It says it's dirty. Now if I drink this, I can. And it gave me a little bit of hydration back, but you can see I got this thirst effect because I'm drinking dirty water or salt water. So if we continue, let's fill these up. Let's grab a bucket. And I'm going to need a step stool because I'm short. Let's put the bed down. Let's put a step stool right here. And I can fill this cauldron with water. And after like a second, it becomes clean water. So let's drink this, get rid of all this dirty water we have in these bottles. So I'm getting my hydration back, but you can see I'm getting this thirst effect, which causes my hydration to go down fast as well. But if I grab water out of this cauldron that's cooking the water for a moment, you can see here, this is now regular purified water. It's not dirty anymore. And I can drink this. And in this way, I get my hydration up. These cauldrons take like 4 water bottles. And there we go. I can take it back out. It's clean water now. Fortunately, water bottles stack, so we can carry stacks of 16 around. There are also different leather flasks you can make. Now, of course, I need leather for these, which I don't have. Iron leather flask can hold 3, golden flask 4, diamond 5, and netherite also 5. So we can carry a lot of water around and drinking. So this becomes a pretty important part of the game, is to keep yourself hydrated. It's a little bit annoying, but it's some interesting extra stuff. In addition to needing food, you're going to need water. So, we're going to want to set up a good water production facility. You can also make food that hydrates you. There are foods that stews and different foods like watermelon will rehydrate you as well. So early game, get your hydration figured out. Okay, it rained there for a bit, and so I just jumped off camera and did some cleanup and some gardening. You can see here that we've got crops growing. This mod pack has Farmer's Delight in it. So that's why we have tomatoes, just carrots. Over here we've got Belladonna, which is a bewitchment mod. So there's some magic in here. There's very little tech in this mod pack. There's a ton of mods in here for food. Again, not a whole lot of tech yet because 1.19 is pretty new and it takes a long time for the tech content mods to get updated. But the real strength of this mod pack is that it's got a ton of structures and mobs. So let's take a quick look around and see if we can find some stuff. I see a house roof over there. So let's head over here. And this is what you're going to want to do. Once you get yourself situated with food and hydration, we can go exploring. And really, there's just a ton of exploring to do. It's amazing. Let's head down and check out this house. How do we get in? There we go. Oh, that's a furnace. Crafting table. Bed. There's got to be a chest in here. No? Barrels. We've apparently found a woodcutter's house. If we take a look at our map, we can see that this house here. Let's continue. Take advantage of being a fae and fly around a bit. As you can see, we can't go very fast. We can fly through leaves in this mud pack. There's something. So you're just going to find structure after structure. You'll find them in the sky, on the ground, underground. There's things like additional structures, overhauled village, graveyards, sky villages. Towers of the Wild, repurposed structures when dungeons arise. So much. It's just land and water here. Let's see what we've got here. Wonder what this is from. There's cats. I wonder if it's a village. Anyway, downstairs here? Nope, but I see another structure. So this is just endless structures. Let's head over to this. Plenty of structures if you want to find one to move into. Oh, he seems to be trapped up there. Yes, as a nitwit might be. Let's continue. So besides structures, there's just a ton of mobs. Adventure Z, Eldritch mobs, bosses of mass destruction. Those are big ones. Some small ones like creatures from the snow, guard villagers that we saw, goblin traders. There's more villagers mod, which brings different professions. This is biomes of plenty. It's a ton of biomes and biome changes that happen in this pack. So if you like adventuring, running around, getting into fights, exploring structures and dungeons, there's just a ton to do in this pack. Here's another structure. What have we got here? Oh wow, a big village of some sort. This is just a village. There's some, as you can see, some seriously overhauled villages. This really just adds to the medieval theme here. And isn't this just amazing? It has like a Skyrim feel to it. You know, let's see if we can... see if there's a waystone in it. I don't know how we'll find something in this village. It's massive. What is this? A boggourd? Chili peppers from Expanded Delight. I'm just instantly lost. A lot of chests. I'll take some bread. Well, I don't see a waystone immediately apparent. Let's continue on. Just a really pretty village. This here is some sort of, I'm guessing, illagers. Yeah, illager structure. There's another house up here. Looks like some sort of incomplete or ruined house, burned down. There's another house up here. There's just so many structures. Some kind of sort of, well, there's a shipwreck and a fishing house. I won't go in these places and ruin it. It's some sort of mystical village. I don't know. Not sure who lives there. There's a house. Maybe another ruined house? Massive ship. Who's in here? Looks like it's got a crew of skeletons. Nope, it's a crew of illagers. So cool. Another house. More illagers. So as you can see, there is so much stuff to see. I'm going to stop there because I mean, we could do this all day. There's just so much to explore. Let's head back home. Okay, now, here we are back home again. I don't know, what else is there to talk about? There's some magic mods in here. Arcanus, Bewitchment, Besmirchment, Easy Magic. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of tech. The structures in this world that I'm in are pretty spread out. I've been in some worlds where the structures are just crazy all over the place. So, you know, find a world you like and go exploring. There's also some dimensions. Eden Ring, the Bumble Zone. Again, these are still early in 119. There'll probably be more added as we go. So I hope that gave you a pretty good look at medieval Minecraft. Check it out. Should I do a series on this? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you like the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps a ton. And again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should do a series on this with this mod pack. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.